Hey, 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 everybody. I'm going to type real quick into the chat. That seems like the only time I get to see anybody that's joined me. If I don't see your comments right away, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see anything. Let me close that bedroom door. My husband's got the TV turned way up. So just 1 second. Turn that down. Of course, he always has to watch Fast and the Furious. I can tell what it is without even watching it. Okay, this is a work in progress with my makeup. It's been a long time since I've done this kind of makeup. So if it doesn't turn out, you can kind of see the technique I'm trying to do. I'm wanting to do the Smokey Eye, which I've been practicing with. And then we have our pigments that you can use over the lipstick, and it has a really neat effect. Hi everybody, how you doing? So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to use is our VFX Pro. I don't know if you can see that. My lighting is really bad. My lamp went out. But this is VFX Pro Primer. This is the silver tube. We also have one that has a shimmer, and that comes in a purple tube. And I'm just going to put this over my face. What this does, because if you're like me, not used to primer, what does it do and how you use it? Well, this just covers the pores, makes your skin really smooth to put on your makeup, so you don't have pits and things like that. Excuse my fever blister. Apparently the other night I had gotten a fever and I wake up with the fever blister. Hi Paige, how you doing, sweetheart? This is my new business, honey. I'm doing Farmasi, cosmetics, and skincare. And so I'm going to show y'all what we do with these. My mother was one that said, you know what, I don't even know what to do with half of those products. Well, that's where I come in. I show you what you get to do with these products. And I'm just going to wait for this primer to dry a little bit before I put on the foundation. And I'm going to start with the CC foundation. I'm gonna have to do something with this light. It's like really bad in here. Excuse me. That's a little better. And the CC foundation I'm using is light to medium, because I have some medium in my skin tone, but a lot of it is light. I don't get out in the sun as much. So I do have sun damage. I don't know if you can see in the picture, but you will see at the end that this will all be covered and even, which I love, 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 love Farmasi for that. So I'm just going to dab on some CC cream, and then I'm going to show you how to blend this out. This is a really sheer foundation, so it's also buildable, so it doesn't feel like it's heavy. So that's what I like about it too, because as well as using the CC, I love my VFX that I put on top of it. So I'm going to use my brush. This is the best way of smoothing this out. And you want to go in circles and go up. To get a smooth finish, this is the best way of doing this kind of foundation. Is this sheer. You can use a brush, like a kabuki brush, like that's what this is. They've also got the bigger kabuki brushes. Let me see. Here's a bigger brush. And it just means that the bristles are stiffer to help you to blend in your foundation. Yeah, I'm getting hair all in it. My hair is gotten so long. It needs cut again already. And I just cut it. Okay. So I have my CC cream on, and the next thing I'm going to add is the VFX Pro. This is number 2. This is a little bit darker, but it has like some of the pink undertones in it because I do have pink undertones in my skin. So let me shake this up just a little bit. Hi, Kelly. How are you, sweetie? No laughing. I am so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous because I've done lives with paparazzi. I've done lives with other businesses. For some reason, doing Farmasi, I get really nervous, and I don't know why. And what I'm going to do with this foundation, I'm going to use the sponge because it is a heavier foundation. And I'm just going to blot this in. You notice I'm not pounding my skin. I am blending, but I'm getting that even coverage all over. As you can tell, that sun damage that was on my cheek is completely covered. That's what I love about Farmasi. And get this, you'll be able to see that my fever blister is now covered. Look at that. If you have the fever blister or blemishes whatsoever, guess what? Cover that stuff. The whole world don't have to see what's going on with your skin. Good, Kelly. Thank you. Oh, thank you, honey. Now, we'll see how great I'm doing when I go to do the eyeliner, because I had actually ordered the wrong type of eyeliner compared to what I normally use. But I've been practicing because it's different. Now, my daughter, she would love this eyeliner because I got the dip liner, which is a really thick line, and I'm used to the thin lines. So, believe me, I've been practicing with that eyeliner. The next thing I'm going to apply is our primer. Wait a minute. Let me do my concealer first, guys. See, I'm getting confused. I'm so nervous. Let me get this. Get this concealer, cover up these bags under my eyes. I have been using the Age Reversist. My problem is I'm not as consistent with it as I should be. So it's taking me a little bit longer for the effects to show up, because one day I'll do it both morning and night, and then next day, guess what? I'm only getting like the morning. By nighttime comes, I'm so tired, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to do anything with my face. Let me grab my sponge over here, kind of blend this in. I forgot to grab it. And I have a different sponge I'm using. Whoops, knocked my table. This is a triangle sponge. It works perfect to blend in under the eyes, because it can get right up close to your eyelashes without going into your eye, usually. But you only want to use very light pressure, not to be heavy under your eyes, because then that's just going to defeat the purpose of concealer, because then you're going to form bags, and you don't want that. So I got the concealer on, and now I'm going to be doing the primer for the eyeshadow. And what this does, it smooths out the eyes, so your eyeshadow goes on smoother and it lasts longer, so there's no creases. So, and I applied that with my finger, so we get an even coverage. Kind of see how that goes on. I'm hoping y'all's pictures are better than what I'm seeing. And you want to put that all over your eyelid, because of course, if you're like me and you like more than one color on your eyelid, you're going to be using the whole eyelid, right? Yeah, I love the triangle but I fell in love with the Farmasi sponge. Our little sponge right here. I fell in love with that, but the triangle is perfect for under the eye. So I started out just using the triangle, and I only learned that from a friend of mine when I was a teenager. She used triangles to put on her mask, on our foundation. It's like, you're using a sponge? Hi, Tanya. How are you? So I learned that from a friend of mine when I was in junior high to high school, somewhere around there. Believe me, when you're in cosmetology, they don't teach you everything. A lot of it you have to learn on your own, trial and error, watching videos. There are a ton of YouTube videos out there to teach you how to apply makeup, what to do with it, why you do it. So I'm just going to let this primer sit for a little bit. I am going to be using the Ultimate Smokey Eye. And I kid you not, the first time that I used this, I looked like a clown, okay? These colors are different and darker than what I'm used to because they're so pigmented. And so you don't have to use a whole lot of product, and that's what I love about it. Hi, Penny. How are you, honey? So I'm going to see how this goes today. Like I said, I'm nervous, and we'll see. So I'm just going to let this dry for a little bit. So now I have a smooth face, smooth eyes to apply the makeup. So this is our trio of the Ultimate Smoky. I also have the Sunset trio. That's what I used the last time I posted pictures. And we have other trios that you can order on my website that I posted there at the top. So you can check out all of our products. I will be doing a bulk order on December 30th. So if there's anything you want to save on shipping, guess what? I'm doing a bulk order at that time. Your shipping will only be $3 instead of $8.99. So say there's only like one or two products that you'd like, go ahead and order them from me. And give me your PayPal address and I'll send you an invoice. So the first thing I'm going to do, I dipped into this light color so that I can go all over the lid with it. Like I said, this is a work in progress. It seems like I do it different each time, guys. And my brushes are a hodgepodge. I am really excited to get a better set of brushes. But these are just collections that I'd had that, like, over the years doing different things. So I just found out you're supposed to wash these things. I never washed my brushes. I do now. So yeah, I've had these brushes for years. I never washed them. Now I know how to wash them, take care of them so they last longer. So I'm going to do both eyes with this light shadow. It just forms like a lighter base. And we'll see if I feel brave enough to do that eyeliner today. Like I said, if I'm nervous, who knows what it's going to look like. And I do apologize for the lighting in here. My light bulb just went out of my lamp. So I'm here by the window, but it's so bright out, I've had to close the blinds. So, okay. The next one I'm going to go into is this dark color that looks like a black. Oh, you just washed yours tonight? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to wash mine because I've started using the primer on this brush, and now my brush is like stiff. So it needs washed. So we'll see how this goes. I get confused on my brushes at times, which ones I want to use. because this one tends to put a thicker line, and I don't want that much black. So I'm going to go for this thinner brush and just dab into the black, okay? Because I don't want black all over my eye. I don't want to look like I have a black eye. So I'm just going to start here at the crease. And then I'm going to come across where I formed a V. Okay, you can kind of see the V, and I'm going to blend that out. Okay, and that's that one. So, like I said, we'll see how it goes with the eyeliner, if I feel brave enough to do the eyeliner while I'm shaky. And of course, my sun's going to go down on me. Don't let the sun go down on me, right? And you can go back and forth like a windshield wiper to blend this. And you can always pull it down if you don't want it to go any higher. So there's that one. So I was actually looking better than I thought it would. So now I'm going to take the bigger brush, and I'm going to go into this silver, and I'm going to fill in that V with that silver. I may have to actually open up these blinds a little bit and get some light in here. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too light for y'all. So, and I'm not putting much on my brushes at all, and I tap it off, and that gets the excess out so that it's not clumping all in one spot as soon as you touch your brush right to your eyelid. So there you can see the gray, and I'm going to add a little bit more. I like a little bit darker. And then we're going to blend this in together. That way it doesn't look separated. There's that. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that, honey. And I'm really hoping you guys can see, because like I said, with my camera, I can't see much. So luckily I got my mirror here. And this is a really small mirror. My husband's promising me a bigger mirror so I can do better. And it's like, well, you better if I'm going to be doing this. I need a bigger mirror. This is driving me crazy. And I just start a little bit at a time so I can blend that really good. Because you don't want your eyeshadows separated. Then it looks like you're doing a paint by number on your eyes, right? So there's the smoky eyeshadow. Like I said, it turned out better than I thought it did. And I'm going to add some of that light underneath of my eye. It just gives like a little shadow under there. So I'm going to go in with this brush like I did before with the light, tapping into this light. Let me get over here with the camera. My camera is backwards to me, so I apologize. And it just adds like a little shadow under there so that when you do go to do your eyeliner, it has a smooth surface under your eye, not just bare skin too. And it kind of sets off that eyeshadow. Now there's a new trend that is really new to me, is where you put like the lighter eyeshadow, like a white, like I was using, right in the corner of your eye, and it really makes your eye look brighter. So that is a really new technique to me, but I'll tell you what, I've caught on. So I'm going to try this eyeliner. We'll see what happens. I don't know that I'm going to do a wing. My wings are really bad, but I'm going to do all I can. Hi, Kim. How are you, honey? This is the dip lip liner, and it forms a really thick line. So we'll see how it goes on today if I have to wipe it off. There. That is a really thick line, guys, just to let you know. Like I said, my daughter loves it. She goes after the thick lines. I'm anxious to get that thin liner and get my eyeliner back. And this is also the first time in like 20 years I've used liquid eyeliner. I haven't used liquid eyeliner since I was a teenager. So trying to get the habit again and get back into practice is a bit of a challenge. And there's that one. Yay! I got my eyeliner up on top, guys. Woo! So that is really thick. So I think I'm only going to do it on top. And I'm going to move on to my mascaras. And I will tell you, I combined my mascaras. I've got two of my favorites right here. The first one that I'll be using is the Extreme Curl. Okay. And this adds curl to your lashes, and big time curl. Okay. To where if you have long lashes like I do, you don't need that lash curler. This will do it without the lash curler and pinching yourself with it. Then the next is the Zen. Okay. The Zen separates your lashes and actually makes them appear fuller. So I'm going to show you what they look like after each one that I apply. Like I said, the first one I'm doing is the Extreme Curl. And I love the curl, the brush. It's curved. It's got a lot of bristles on it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I don't like the sporadic brushes. And then the mascara is just clumped. No. It doesn't look good on anybody to have clumpy mascara. And this does not clump. Even when they're applied on top of each other like this, they don't feel heavy. You can see my lashes. Okay, that's after the curl. And I'm going to do the bottom. Like I said, I have long lashes. I don't have many, but they are long. And I'm going to do the same to this other eye. Sorry, I don't mean to be blocking y'all. As you can tell, I'm not used to doing makeup on camera here. I'm used to a mirror, but not camera. And try not to poke myself in the eyeball. Okay, that's the lash curl, the Extreme Curl. There we go. That's the Extreme Curl mascara. that I just applied, and you can use that by itself, but I enjoy putting the Zen with it. The Zen is a straight brush, but it has a lot of bristles. This is going to separate and apply mascara so that your lashes look thicker and fuller. And then with that curl, it looks like you've almost got false eyelashes on. I will tell you, I do not wear false eyelashes. I tried them when I was younger. That was a mess for me. Not doing it again. Not doing it. Can't do it, won't do it. Unless they come out with the foolproof way that they just automatically glue on. Okay? Not happening. So you can tell with that eye what the difference is between the two. Sorry about that. Did everybody have a good Christmas? My husband and I, we decided that my pharmacy was my Christmas. I had gotten my order to be active, and that was my Christmas. And I love him to death for it. So, and I'm getting ready to do my next order. So my Christmas is still going, guys. Okay, the next thing I'm going to use is my dark brow pomade. Let me find it here. It's the number 3. And this took me some time to get used to. You see, my eyebrows are already dark, so I don't need to use much, thank goodness. But this just helps to shape your eyebrows and make them stand out more. So I'm using an angled brush, very thin, and I'm dipping into the pomade. Let me show you. This is the pomade, and this is number 3. This is the dark brown. We have 3 different ones. We have blonde, and then we have like a light brown, and then we have the dark brown. And with my eyebrows being so dark, yes, my hair is red, but my eyebrows are not. No, I'm not natural red. So, but I fell in love with red when I was in cosmetology. So I'm just going to go here on the eyebrow and just like brush in my eyebrow just to make them pop a little bit and get that shape. See the big difference between the pomade and no pomade, right? It just like fills it in, guys. And I found out the first time I started doing this pomade, I need to be pickier with my eyebrow waxes because my eyebrows are not even on the ends. And it's like, wait a minute, what you do to my eyebrows? They look good at the time. So I'm going to do this other eyebrow. Get my brush lined up here. There. And my eyebrows are done. Like I said, I don't need much because they're already dark. Somebody else that has lighter eyebrows may need more. Okay. The next color I'm going to use is called the Dark Berry. It's one of our blushes. Oh, what is it called? I'm sorry. I'm forgetting my names and everything. Tender blush on. And I'm using the Dark Berry as a contour. I do have the facial palette that has all that, but I fell in love with this dark berry. Look at that. It's like a wine color. And I'm just going to use this angled brush, and I'm going to go along my jawbone here, and I'm going to go up just to highlight just a little bit, contour a little bit. So this really sets off your face, kind of forms your face, and you don't need much of this either. Look at that. It just like really contours, slims down that face, especially when you have a round face like mine. And then I'm going to go up a little bit with it to kind of shape my face. And yes, I'm still getting the excess off. And I'm going to put a little bit on the nose and the chin. This just gives a little bit of color so that your mascara doesn't look flatted out. Okay, so your foundation doesn't look flatted out. Sorry, not mascara. Now I'm going to use the Love Letter Tender Blush on. I fell in love with the Love Letter, and this is like by far my favorite blush. But I may get into trying some peaches, which I've never used. This is more of a color that I normally use. And this is just going to go right up here on the cheekbone. You don't want to go any closer than 2 fingers to your nose. Otherwise, it just blends in. Looks like your face is a mess and not really highlighted with the blush. Like you got an all-over blush. So there's the blush. And then what I'm going to be doing next is a highlight. And I have the 3-in-1 highlighting palette. And I'm going to take a lighter brush. This is just a regular round brush, but the bristles are really soft. And it allows you to get your highlight to where you want to put it. And when you're doing highlighting, you don't want to put it all over. You kind of want to put it just where the sun's going to hit. Otherwise, it's going to make you look like you're sweating bullets, because then you're glistening all over. Now, you just want like just a little bit, like above your blush, okay? Just to kind of highlight your face. And add a little shimmer. I fell in love with the pink one on this highlight palette. And I'm going to be adding some to my brow up here, to my forehead, sorry, and a little bit to my nose and my chin. Okay, that way I don't look like I'm sweating bullets. Just add a little bit, that's all you need. You don't need a whole lot. Now, the lip liner I'm going to be using is the 212. They don't even have names for these. So I'm going to be using the lip liner for my lips. And this is where we're going to have some fun, because this will be the first time I've used the pigment for my lips. So we'll see how that goes. Hi, Marie. Hi, Teresa. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? So we'll see how it goes on the lips. In the catalog, it shows the pigment by itself. I'm not sure I'm that brave yet. So we're going to do this pink. And this is the 212 lip liner. And when you do lip liner, right here in the middle, you kind of form an X. That's how you get your indent perfect. If you form the X, then you pretty much have no problem getting that indent in there. And me, I have a big indent. As you can tell, I have a fever blister here, but the makeup totally covered it. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then when you do your lip liner, you want to start on the bottom. You want to start from the outside and go clear across. You can go to the middle and come in from the other side. But make sure they meet up there in the middle. One thing I forgot to tell y'all, when you choose your concealers, okay, make sure that you choose a concealer that's lighter than your foundation, because what I had done, I chose the soft orange thinking it would be lighter than my foundation, and it's actually about the same color, if not just a tad darker. The lipstick I'm using is called Posh Plum. Let me get the, I don't even know why I have the liquid lipstick. Where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. This is the Posh Plum. I normally wear plums, so that's why I chose this one. And it's a matte lipstick. And usually people think with matte that it feels like your lips are really, really dry and that you always have to moisten them. With our matte lipsticks with Farmasi, they do not make your lips feel that way at all. Hi, Lisa. How y'all doing? And so you want to start at the bottom to apply and just roll your lips, and that gets your color up on top. And then all you have to do is touch. So you're not getting too much color up on top, but it's enough to cover because you've already done your bottom. And it is really moist. I'm going to wait for this to dry just a bit, because once our matte lipsticks dry, then they stay on. They don't smudge off. They don't do any of that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to find a brush. Oh, I'm doing good, sweetheart. This is my new business. I just started here. No, it's going on a couple months. I just got into, and it's called Farmasi. Cosmetics, skincare, perfume, men's products, baby products. We have everything, and I'm loving it. Love, love, loving it. And I will be using the Smokey Pigment, which comes in this little jar. And we'll see how this goes on the lips, because I've not done this. I've seen this effect done, but I've not done it myself. So we'll see what happens. And I'm using a brush to apply the pigment. So it's actually added like a silvery purple to it, is what it looks like with the pink, with the plum, because plum has a purple anyways. So let me get this up here. Can you see that silver on there? I'm hoping I can get some better lighting here. If y'all can't see it, I do apologize. I will be taking pictures. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing, honey? I just added our Smokey Pigment to my lipstick. I am using the Posh Plum lipstick, and I just added this Smoky Pigment to the lipstick. This is my look for today. Excuse my messy hair. I do apologize. This has been so much fun. You guys have really helped me to relax. Hi, Paul. How you doing, honey? And I thank y'all so much. And I will see y'all next time that I do a live. So have a good night. Bye-bye, y'all. Go to my website. I'll be putting in an order on the 30th. So get with me if you're wanting to do an order. I will be listing all of the products that I'm using.